Captain.
Welcome to the inaugural episode of the Lorenz and Friendz Podcast. My name is Richard. Just kidding. I'm Lorenz, hence the name of this show. I am the creator and host and the architect of this sweet makeshift studio in my basement. This is really sad. You know, I stole this out of my mom's closet. Why she has it, I don't know. This table has been through hell and back. If I lifted it up, you'd think someone had gotten an operation on it.
Oh, I kind of want to see now.
Not yet. With our
That's for episode 2.
Yeah, right? I'm just glad I found folding chairs, though. I only saw one. Because, Meg, I was freaking out a little bit. I searched this damn place up and down for a chair. The only other chair I could find was the wheelchair my mom was using after her meniscus surgery. So one of us would have been sitting in a wheelchair. And how tacky would that have looked on camera? And let me tell you something. It would not have been me! Anyway, I would like to introduce my very special guest for my debut episode, Meghan Lenz! And I promise you will get to hear her speak more throughout my show. My mouth is like a lawnmower sometimes, and in order to get it to stop, you need to throw rocks at it. But here she comes with the fake laugh to make me feel better. But she's a real one. You guys are in for a treat because we have some interesting stories that we're going to share. So, Lorenz and Friendz is a weekly podcast. Episodes are going to be released every Thursday at 8 in the morning, bright and early. That's before Meghan is... No, I'm lying.
That's after that, the birds are flying at that point.
But this is going to be an interesting system because I'm going to have rotating guests as co-hosts for a couple of reasons. I think it'll be interesting to get different perspectives on here, but also because nobody likes me enough to want to record with me 2 weeks in a row. So, Meghan gets a pass, though, because she lives in the Big Apple, and guests like Meghan are going to be with us for 2 episodes at a time before we rotate to a new guest, and I've got some really interesting people lined up. A lot of you are probably asking what the hell you're going to expect in this hour of fun every week, and that is a lot of laughs. First and foremost, this is a comedy series. Anybody knows me that knows that being funny is probably the most important part of my life. Always has been. So you're going to see a lot of ridiculousness on the show in the form of wisecracks, random shit shooting, and we're going to cover funny stuff in the news, funny headlines, but mainly live prank calls. Not to toot my own horn, but I'm kind of the king of prank calls. And what I do is create really weird characters, each with different voices, and create an absurd script with crazy scenarios in it. And I call my friends and bother them, pretty much, is what I do. Rather than try and continue describing my prank calls to you, I say we start with the first one. Are you ready?
Dun, dun, dun!
The first person we are going to prank call is one of my friends who owns an escape room. So, Meghan, if you would do the honors.
Do the honors
of calling our number
it
here.
up.
Hello, thank you for calling escape rooms. How may I help you?
Hello?
Hello?
I was wondering if you had any availability next Saturday?
Yes, we do. What time were you looking to come in and play?
Well, we were thinking we would come out and do one for 4 o'clock.
Alright, let me just take a quick look. Yeah, we have a 4 p.m. slot still open. Should I go ahead and just book you for that one?
Yes.
Great. We just like to let everyone know our area does get busy around rush hour. Over here, it's like 4 to 6 p.m. Excuse me?
I'm at 4 in the morning. You see, my wife and I are nocturnal. We sleep during the day and only come out at dusk.
We definitely do not, we're definitely not able to run you that early. Our hours of operation are from noon to 10.
Well, we wake up around 9 p.m. every day. Would it be okay to book a game for 9:30?
Do have a 9:30 slot available.
Perfect. How much would this wonderful experience cost?
$30 per person.
Oh, hell! Oh. Oh, Jesus Christ. That's my life savings. Are you sure?
Yes, that's the price of admission.
Oh, Jiminy Crickets. I've got to make sure I've got that kind of money on me in my bank account. Can you give me a $23 discount for being cute?
No, I'm sorry, I can't do that.
Ah, shoot. It worked at Denny's. I really thought it was going to work here, too.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Well, it looks like I will have to jump into...
I'm not going to say this without losing my shit.
It looks like I will have to jump into the wishing well at the casino and pull all the loose change out. Hopefully, I can get enough before the police catch me. Last time, I was able to get $5 out before I was teased.
Bye.
I have another very important question for you. What is this?
Wait, what?
What am I signing up for?
Are you asking me what an escape room is?
Yes.
Pretty much, you're locked in a room for an hour with puzzles to solve that will help you solve the storyline and escape the room.
Oh, so it's not like hide and go seek?
No, not at all.
Oh, shit. My wife and I were hoping to play hide and seek with other people. We usually have to play with the raccoons on our farm, and they're not good to play with because they always hide in the same place.
In the trash?
No, underneath my bed.
Oh,
But this sounds fun too.
well, we can start making your reservation. Can I have your name
Norm?
and your last name?
Norm?
Your name is Norm?
Do you need my wife's name?
If you'd rather put the reservation under her, then yes.
Betty Crocker.
Okay, and can I have your phone number?
Why, are you taking me to supper? I don't have a phone. I tie my notes around the wing of my favorite butterfly whenever I need to send mail. Usually, the mail is too heavy and the butterfly drops dead.
I would just need an email to complete the information.
1600 Pennsylvania Avenue.
No, an email address where we can send the confirmation info.
Email?
Yes, like a Gmail or Yahoo account.
She's getting pissed.
I can give you my social security number. Is that what you're looking for?
No. So, to finish up, to take payment information from you.
Before we do that, are there any scares in the room?
None of our events are scary, no.
We were hoping that we could play in a demon-themed room. You see, my wife likes a thrill, and if she isn't scared, she'll make me sleep outside.
I'm sorry, we don't have that theme.
Well, is there anything that could scare the Puss in Boots out of my wife?
There are other escape rooms that do scary events, but ours unfortunately does not.
Oh, well, we may just have to go to a different one then. Do you know if there are any games where we can possibly get summoned to hell and have to climb our ways back up?
No, I do not.
Sorry, I had a frog in my throat. My wife will not be interested unless there is some sort of crazy demonic spirit trying to eat her soul and turn her into the second coming of Lucifer.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I won't be able to help you out there. Should I cancel your reservation with us?
Yes, sorry about the confusion. I love you, bye.
So that, oh my god. So that is a voice I like to call Norm. You will get to learn that all of my friends are kind of gullible. So they just, I mean, they have to answer their phones because it's their business, right? And we're going to be, I have a lot of friends that have businesses, and we're going to be calling them. I'm not going to be calling people, I don't know, unless you send me a request and pay me. But I like to call my friends because it's harmless, because I know, and the people I call are very mellow. Like, I know they're not gonna
Press charges.
Yeah. Or hang up the phone, which is more important. I wanted to further introduce my co-host for the evening, Meghan Lenz. I like to say that she's the Jill of all trades, because there really isn't a lot that she can't do. She can sing, she can play the guitar, she can act, she can dance, write, create killer films. Meg, take it from here. Tell us a little bit more about yourself.
Oh my goodness, stop picking me up!
Now it is.
Oh, okay. I grew up in a small town. I grew up in a small town in Connecticut, as some people call the Nutmeg State. That's actually how I got my name. No. It's not.
Wow, you had me fooled for a second.
Oh, wow!
I was gonna say, I believe it. Especially because Joanne's, a cook.
Oh, Nutmeg!
Yeah, she
yeah.
probably
One time
uses-
I was Nutmeg for Halloween.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Picture.
We
Yep.
just cut up nutmeg, cut up spices and put it on us, and I was Nutmeg.
Also, because she's nuts.
Yeah. So,
No, actually, I'm the psychopath. The first time she met me, she thought I was a psychopath. And the more she gets to know me, the more she realizes how correct she was. And, I may or may not be holding her here against her will. Megan, wink at the camera if you are in danger. She better not have winked as I looked down at my laptop over here. I'll have to look back in post-production. In all seriousness, though, we have been great pals for the last 5 years, and it's hard to believe that it's been 5 years, because time flies, but the numbers do not fib. Anyway, a little bit about me. Not that you're not going to get enough of me over the course of this fun adventure, but I am vain and love to talk about myself. I'm not going to dive too much into my biography
sorry,
today.
The microphone really picked that one up.
Oh, I know. It's extending to the top of
yeah, it's literally surpassing the decibels.
It is. I am trying to be a writer and an actor. I'm a proud May Taurus, and that's pretty much all you need to know about me for right now. I'm in the midst of writing a book, so if you're taking the time to listen to this right now, you might as well set $15 aside from when it comes out, because I will be bugging all of you endlessly to buy a copy. As a matter of fact, there is a charge pending on Megan's card right now for her copy. And she's getting the deluxe, so it's actually for $25. No, I'm kidding.
So that's for that chart. No, okay.
It's a thriller with aspects of comedy in it, which is totally like perfect thematic-wise for the show. Because we're funny, but you never know when you're going to get a thrill or a scare. If you want to know anything else about me, send me a DM, because I can talk about myself for hours on end. And you know that. So, Meg and I were students together at the University of Hawaii. Just kidding. Hartford. University of Hartford. Woo-woo. We didn't go to Hawaii. We were graduates of the class of 2021. We're revealing our ages. A big no-no in film. We were both double majors. You were film and comm. I was film and English, and we were both in NASA. Now, what was that organization? The National Appreciation something?
National Society of Leadership and Success.
Oh, so it wasn't called NASA?
No.
Oh, all right. Sorry, NASA.
That acronym's taken.
Yeah, we had a million classes together. Shout out to our first together, which was with Michelle, who better be listening to this podcast.
Michelle, we believe in you.
We believe in you.
Miss you.
Buy my book. We worked on film sets together. We were kicked off of film sets together. No, I'm kidding. We weren't. Not yet. Did a very interesting internship together. And I mean very, very interesting. With our leader, who shall not be named, but we love her. And we did honors thesis at the same time. So when I tell you the two of us are like two peas in a pod, there really is no better way to articulate. Remember the summer class that we took together in, I want to say, 2019?
Oh, right. Yeah.
And we had to go on a scavenger hunt at the Yale Museum or Art Gallery.
Art museum at Yale.
Which is near our house, but we're not going to tell you where we live.
Okay, it's not that near my house.
It's not. No, it's like the halfway point.
It's the halfway point between us.
I was being dramatic. That was like a bad episode of The Amazing Race. Because we had to do a scavenger hunt. We had all these instructions. The first thing we had to do was find a ticket. Remember that? And we couldn't even get that done.
Oh, right.
Because we had to prove we were there.
That was the main challenge.
And because we had to find a very specific employee, like they do on The Amazing Race. You've got to find one person that has your ticket. And so we're walking around looking for this lady for like a half hour. And, to prove we actually went. And she didn't even give us the right thing. Although our professor didn't really care. As we would find out. And then, but we had to find like specific paintings afterwards. There were 9 different paintings. We had to and this building, it was like a 4-story building. They don't play around at this museum.
It was nice though.
It was nice.
From what I remember.
I'm telling you though, my stats class was easier than the scavenger hunt. But it counted for like 2% of our grade. Like it wasn't even the, it was like, all right, here's when you used to get progress reports, like you get a check or a check plus. That was like a check.
They kind of just, it was like as long as you did the work, you got the credit.
Mm-hmm. And so we left afterwards, and then I started driving in the wrong lane. Remember that little part? I almost got us killed. Then we went to Panera Bread, and they forgot our order. So it was really not... Oh, my God. Yeah. And then the final project. That was fun.
Project.
We had to create characters. Who did you make?
E.T.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You remember who I made?
You made a bunch of little people.
I did. I made the
Golden Girls.
Norman Bates. No.
Oh, wait, no, Norman Bates.
Norman Bates and his shower victim from Psycho. I have to insert a picture of the Psycho dolls because they were terrible. I made them out of paper towels.
Oh, yeah.
Remember that? They were made out of paper towels.
Yeah. I wonder if I still have my E.T. picture.
You'll have to look for it. We'll insert pictures of both of them if we can.
They're definitely too good.
Well, you probably have pictures of the E.T.
I definitely, I think we had to take pictures and stuff, so.
And I definitely have pictures on my Snap of the dolls, and they looked terrible.
Yeah, they were kind of terrifying.
They really were. And they were easily destroyed, too. Like, I forgot. I think it was my cousin who, at work, because I left them at work. Oh. I made them at work, first of all. Then I destroyed them at work. Yep.
Oh.
Had to do something while I was...
bored.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So... I think my cousin just stepped on one by accident and it just totally got destroyed. Oh. It was okay. I did it in under 10 minutes and I think I got 100. I'm pretty sure. I think every assignment we got 100. Thank you, Paula.
Oh my god, Paula.
Thank
Shout
you,
out to you,
Paula.
girl.
We loved your amazing race challenge, by the way. Just wanted to tell you guys to follow our social media platforms. We have a link tree with everything linked inside of it. And the link tree you can find in our Instagram bio. Our Instagram is at Lorenz.
Put it up here when you do it.
Oh, I will.
Oh, yeah.
Lorenz and Friendz, spelled with a Z instead of an S after Friends. Podcast is our Instagram. So, as you can see, not right now, but it will be spelled ahead of you. We also are going to have YouTube, Lorenz and Friendz Podcast, as well as TikTok, which I forget the TikTok name. I'm pretty sure it is. I know.
We'll have it somewhere on the screen.
Shame on me. I think it's just Lorenz. It's either at Lorenz and Friendz or at Lorenz and Friendz Podcast. One of the two. It will be there. But like I said, we will have it linked. As well as in the bio of the video if you're watching the YouTube. If you're only listening to the audio, get your pen and paper out and start jotting. Although, now on Spotify, you can watch videos.
You can.
Yep.
You can.
Mm-hmm. And we are on Anchor, so you are able to get us on Spotify. But, I have big dreams for the show. I have big, big, big dreams. I want a real studio. I want real equipment. So, and in the
Same
future...
plants.
Yes, we'll keep the plants. How about that? I also want to do live shows in the future, because who wouldn't want to?
Oh, yeah.
And so,
like on TikTok.
Yeah. Well, lives on TikTok, but also live, studio shows.
Oh, live studios.
Like, we're doing, see, I'm a big dreamer. So,
You
please.
may say I'm a dreamer.
Thank you. So, please, 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 follow, like, subscribe, share us with your friends. And we are also available to listen, aside from our social media. You can listen to us on Apple Podcast, Anchor, Spotify, and maybe Google Podcast. I don't know. They're always weird. It's always difficult to get them on there. And YouTube, of course. YouTube. So make sure you follow us on all of those. What do you say we do our second prank call?
Call number 2. Say no more. Say no more.
Say no more is right. All right.
Hello?
G'day, mate. Is this...
Who's this?
This is Frank's friend, Jordan. He's the one setting us up on that blind date next week.
What? I don't know Frank.
Perhaps you know his middle name, Kyle.
I know a Kyle, but he never mentioned anything about a blind date. So I'm going to kill him.
Well, he said you were having trouble meeting people, and he said we'd be a perfect match because both of us are Australian.
I'm not Australian, I'm Italian.
Same thing. He said you would appreciate a meal at Burger King, and you're in luck. I have a coupon that will make my meal free and take 10 cents off of yours.
Oh, sounds like fun.
Jordan, who are you talking to on the telephone?
It's my wife, Granny.
Wife?
We eloped last week.
I've never met this man before.
I remember my first marriage like it was yesterday. John Quincy Adams. What a man he was. Everything was going smoothly until he decided it would be a smart idea to ride a llama horseback style. The llama was so traumatized that it jumped off of a cliff with your grandfather's... Sorry, a little cough in my throat. With your grandfather atop of it. I wonder if he survived.
How is your grandmother not Australian?
Well, she got a special surgery to get her accent removed.
Actually, I was the first person to inhabit the island. They named the country and the continent after me. My real name is Dolores.
Don't listen to Granny. Don't listen to Granny. She's a couple centuries old, and she gets her stories confused. Her real name isn't Dolores, but everything else is true.
Jordan, my diaper is full. Have your wife pick up some Pampers on the way home from the strip club.
I'm not his wife.
Granny, what the hell did you have for breakfast? There's never been this much in your diaper.
Sorry, sometimes when I get a little overstimulated, my body starts to make noises I can't explain. Well, you didn't cook me anything, so I decided to eat the wood chips in the backyard with some Tabasco.
Listen, I've never met you before. We are not married, and at this point, I'd rather not meet you at all.
What if I told you that I have a collection of $2 bills?
Oh, wow. So impressive.
Granny got a bunch from her days as Abe Lincoln's intern. She helped him write the Emancipation Proclamation, and they even made a statue for her next to his.
There's only one statue. I've been there before.
They took it down because they found out I've had an affair with every president in United States history.
Which one am I the descendant of?
Well, you've got Howard Taft's eyes. But you seem to be balding my delightful grandson, which makes me think you might be George Washington's.
I don't know what I'm still doing on this call.
How about we do a double date at Denny's? Me and you and Granny can bring the urn that John Quincy Adams' ashes are in.
You have it wrong, Jordan. We don't know if the... Sorry, a lump in my throat. It's from being so old. We don't know if those are human ashes. They could be cigarette ashes.
I'm not going to Burger King or Denny's.
What about Arby's?
That's the worst of them all.
What about Olive Garden?
No.
What if I fly you out to Bondi Beach? You can help me put sunscreen on Granny's back.
Oh my god.
She has eczema.
You mean eczema?
Sure. Her skin is more leathery than a crocodile. When she dies, I will be making shoes out of her.
Unbelievable.
But Granny really, really wants to meet you. Maybe even more than I do.
Not going to happen.
Maybe if you tell her the real reason we want to meet her, she will agree.
No, Granny, knock it off.
Excuse me?
I just want to treat her to a double whopper.
No, you don't. Honey, listen. The reason I have lived since the beginning of time is because I survive off of youth. If you will be so kind as to let me sniff your hair for an hour or two, it will add 3 months onto my life, and at this point, I should not die. Because if I do, God will seek vengeance on me for killing too many of the presidents and blaming it on tuberculosis.
It's true. It's really, really true. Her nostrils have sucked all the nutrients out of my hair.
If you will let me just stick my face on you, you will... Sorry, hairball. You will reap wonderful benefits.
Oh yeah? What benefits will those be?
Well, I would give you one of my family treasures. I have a collection of lint that my mother gave to me back in 1134.
Hey, Jordan, please lose my number, okay?
Please. Wait.
How about my baby teeth?
Goodbye.
So that was another one of my friends. I'm not going to name drop anybody, but anyway, we do have another prank call. We always save the funniest for last, so
Stick around.
get ready for that. But one of the segments that we're going to occasionally do is read the funniest news articles that I can find, kind of as a warm-up of sorts, and we can
Onion.
reply to them. Like the Onion, yes.
The Onion.
So, here's one, and I'm going to read it verbatim, because there's no way I can memorize this. A North Dakota woman who brought a raccoon to a bar is getting a year of probation. Aaron Christensen, 38, pleaded guilty to misdemeanor charges of providing false information to law enforcement, tampering with evidence, and unlawful possession of a live fur bearer. Christensen said her family found the raccoon, nicknamed Rocky, on the side of the road and was nursing it back to health when she brought it into the bar on September 6th of this past year. A bartender said Rocky didn't get loose or bite anyone, but there were still concerns of rabies. I could see you trying to bring a raccoon into a bar.
You know, I don't know about that one. I could see some of my friends.
Me?
You know.
I was like, yeah, just throw it back on me, because I would. I'd rather bring a raccoon into a bar than some other people I know.
Okay. Like a live one, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, that I could see.
At least you know they won't try and like spike your drink or do anything to
Yeah,
you,
not
or they won't act
intentionally.
like a fool. Can you imagine what people's faces must have looked like when the animal was brought in?
Yeah.
Try
this
and
is
mimic
actually
it.
real?
Yeah. Well, you think I made this up?
Wait, like
Me? Make something up? No, this is real. You can look it up.
yeah.
We can look it up on my laptop
Like,
after.
Yeah, it's like when you look up like Florida Man and then some random day of the year and something
Yeah.
will always come up.
Well, wait until you hear, I have another news article that I'm going to share in episode 2. Wait until you hear that one, because that's even more random. But people's jaws probably hit the floor. I would have asked for the woman's number, personally, because that, to me, is just fun.
Yeah, that's idol worthy.
But I would say it is time for our third and final prank call of the episode. And this one is hilarious.
Okay, this
You're not gonna wanna
one,
miss
we
it.
better be able to get through it.
Hello?
Hi, honey. My name is Rose. Is this...
Yeah. You said your name was Rose?
like the beautiful flower?
I'm sorry to be so forward, but do we know each other?
I'm your friend Talia's grandmother. She told me that you are a dentist. And I was wondering if you could help me through my dental emergency.
Oh, well, I'm off today, and I would normally say to leave my practice a message because this is my personal cell number, but because you are Talia's grandmother, I'm happy to help.
I almost unmuted.
Perfect, honey. Now, I have a dire issue that must be addressed immediately.
What's that?
I've been smoking cigarettes since I was 6 years old. Back in the day, you know, they encouraged us to try it when we were young. And so that we would think it was, you know, disgusting. And we wouldn't grow up to be smokers. It didn't work for me. And I'm currently doing 7 packs a day.
Oh my, that certainly isn't good.
I only used to have 1 bogey a day. You see, My mother. My mother. She's 115 years old. And I have been trying to get rid of her for the last 35 years. I told myself I would quit the day she died, but she's been defying all odds. When she reached 100, I figured she was immortal, so I decided I would try and get myself dead. Sadly, that hasn't worked either.
So, what exactly is the problem?
I went to blow my nose, and 15 teeth. Sorry, there's a mosquito buzzing around. I need to kill it. I went to blow my nose, and 15 teeth came out at once. I'm missing the whole bottom row.
Well, that's a concern. But I have nothing. It's nothing I haven't seen before.
Oh, goody, so you can fix it?
Sure can.
Great. Anything we can accomplish quickly would be great, so I can get back to my cigarettes.
Well, first thing I'm going to advise is that you stop smoking. But on an unrelated note, you do not need teeth to smoke. But not that I'm saying you should, because that would be stupid.
I need my teeth because after every smoke, I like to chew the bud. Sometimes, if Ma's making me really upset, I'll swallow it.
All of the above needs to stop immediately.
He told you.
Oh. Wait a minute. Ma's coming. Ugh. Sorry, I had to sneeze again. I almost lost another row of teeth. She... Excuse me. She probably heard me talking about her. If she says anything to you on the phone, pretend you're my boyfriend. She's been on my ass for the last 10 years to get married after Talia's grandfather joined the circus. And she wants more grandchildren.
No, thank you.
Oh my god, these responses.
Ma, you remember Talia's little friend, don't you?
Hi, Amy.
Is she okay?
She was one of the first human beings to try a cigarette. She's been doing it even longer than me. As a matter of fact, she owns the copyright to Marlboro. And you know the other company, Camel?
Yes.
The design on the front of the package is a picture of my mother in her youth.
That's a picture of a camel.
Exactly, because she's a no-good witch who looks like an animal.
Don't talk about your mother like that.
What are you gonna do? You can barely even blink still.
If this goes any further, Rose, you and your mother both need serious dental assistance. Stop smoking right now.
Can I come over to your house for an evaluation right now?
No, I don't accept personal visits, and my nieces and nephews are coming over.
Do you think they'd like to try smoking?
They're all 3 and 4.
That's when Ma started.
Absolutely not.
Honey, are you there? I think you might be in a dead area.
No, Rose, I think you might be in a dead area.
I wish I was dead. Now... Perfect. Honey, does your practice have all those exciting toothpaste flavors?
Look, I don't see what this has to do with your severe issue, but we have mint,
Watermelon, cherry.
What, do you not like any of those?
No, I was clearing my throat. But since you're asking, I prefer nicotine flavored. Rose, you need to get your teeth fixed. Ma, I'm on the phone with the dentist right now. Shut your mouth. You have no teeth. But you should really be coming to this appointment with me at her house later tonight.
I don't do that. You have to make an appointment at my office during the work week.
Honey, my problem can't wait. I already left my house 20 minutes ago.
How do you know where I live?
I followed you from work one day, honey, and hid in the bushes overnight.
We hit that at the right time.
Honey, you should really close the curtains the next time you shower, because I brought Ma with me, and the sight of your naked behind almost killed her instantly. But really, don't close the curtains. I was so close to getting rid of that old hag. Are you referring to me? What other old hag do I know? All the others died when they were supposed to.
Enough of this. I think you're better off looking for another doctor, to be honest.
Sorry, honey. I've got to. You'll have to excuse me for a minute. I've got to clear my throat again. Ah!
That echoed way louder than
That
I
was
thought.
an echo.
Alright, I think I'm okay. That's okay. I brought Mom to one of your people once after she came to you. She could not taste food anymore.
Oh my god. That's because she's 115 years old. She probably doesn't have any taste buds anymore.
Okay?
Is she referring to me? Will you lay down and stop breathing already? I'll never die.
Alright, listen. Just call my practice next week. I'm hanging up.
Bye.
Oh, good lord.
Oh, it's gonna be interesting on the microphone.
Oh my god, I know.
Oh,
That really picked up. Wow, that one was fun. That one was
that
fun.
was a toughie.
Just to reiterate, we are on a number of different platforms.
Yeah, we are.
For the show, we have Apple Podcast, maybe Google, Anchor, Spotify, and YouTube that you can listen to us on to catch more of our exciting prank calls, and they're only going to get better as time goes on. And you can follow us on TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram. Follow or subscribe. Send us some likes. Share us with your friends. You guys are going to want to tune in next week. Wow, this has been quite a debut. A lot we're going to have to edit out.
By.
Thank you for coming on, Megan. Thank you all for listening, and we will see you next week for another episode of the Lorenz and Friendz Podcast. Whoosh! Let's end this shit.